Hey everyone, this is Oscar, the movie guy, and today I'm going to give you another movie review, and this time I'm going to be reviewing The Finest Hours. This movie is directed by Greg Gillespie and it stars Chris Pine and Casey Affleck. Okay, so the film takes place in February 1952, which was one of the worst storms that ever hit the East Coast near New England. And while the storm's happening, a bunch of people who are on the quest for something, the boat actually gets ripped in half by some type of oil burning, and they had to decide: are we gonna live together or die together? And they prefer to live, so they're gonna try everything they can. Back on land, four members of the Coast Guard, one of them is Bernie Weber, played by Chris Pine, is set off to go on a rescue mission, which is also a suicide mission, but they don't know this. But they think that something bad is going to happen to them, but the only way that's going to happen is if they take a risk. So the four members of the Coast Guard go on a very small boat, and they got to rescue 30 members of that boat that got ripped in half. When I first heard The Finest Hours, I didn't know what to expect. I know it was from the director of Mr. Woodcock, Fright Night, and Million Dollar R. And honestly, I've seen all three of those movies. But I was pretty excited to see The Finest Hours. One, it was a Disney movie. I love Disney, and it was based on a true story that happened in real life. And guys, I have to say, The Finest Hours, it's pretty good. The acting in this movie is good, especially from Chris Pine. He plays a different character. Like, he's not the same type of character that you see him as Captain Kirk from Star Trek. But I really appreciated that he played a different character. And Casey Affleck, man, he was really, really good. In fact, Casey Affleck, he has become one of my favorite actors. I mean, every time I see him in a movie, he always has to be the best supporting actor person. I mean, I would really like to see him in his own movie, like a main character, instead of supporting actor all the time. The situation of the sailors trying to survive the waves while the boat is getting ripped in half actually felt real. They put some effort to it, but sometimes it felt pretty bland. But I still like how they did the emotions while they're trying to survive. I mean, if you only had like an hour to live, it's like, that's a very scary thing, because you don't know what's gonna happen next. There could be a plot twist or a twist turn. None of that is here. I won't spoil what happens. I would have really loved to see Casey Affleck more in this movie, as well as his crewmates. I mean, that was the best part of this movie, them trying to figure out how they're going to survive. And also you have Ben Foster, which he does a good job, but he doesn't really talk in this movie. Not that I can't remember. It's been a week since I went to go see this movie. And also you have this girl who's Chris Pine's love interest, that they're going to get engaged and going to get married. She does an okay job. I mean, she's very pretty, attractive. The CGI of the waves were really, really well done. Some scenes I could tell that, oh, that's definitely done. That's definitely a cheesy CGI. But other than that, I really like how the visuals are done. Now, I know that this movie's not perfect. There are some problems. For starters, the love entrance between Chris Pine and the girl. I mean, sometimes you buy it, but sometimes it's not believable enough. I mean, considering that they're gonna get married like a few months after they met, usually it takes the average, normal part of getting married. Like, you have to wait until you meet someone, is like a year, but not like a few months. But I guess true life, they must have really loved each other. Oh, and I did not see this film in 3D. I actually saw it in 2D, which was okay. I mean, my theater, they were about to take this movie out, so they only decided to play in 2D, which I was fine with it. I knew the 3D was not gonna be that good, and sometimes I was pretty nervous about the situation. It's like, oh God, what's gonna happen next? And also, some of the characters and the situations, like it's not developed. Like if you're gonna take a place on the sailors, it's like at least try to develop their characters. Because like if you really want them to live, it's like you have to know more about them. It's like if you don't know anything about them, then it's like, why am I even caring for this person to live? I mean, he might as well die because I have know nothing about it. Sometimes that's how I felt. Overall, I enjoyed The Finest Hours. I'm gonna give The Finest Hours a B minus. It's way, way, way better than Norm of the North. I will say that. What did you guys think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you hate it? I know a lot of people did not go see this movie because it bombed at the box office, like horribly. So yeah. Like, rate, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys later for more videos.